Hamatan is here again, and as usual, it came with the dry, cold, and dusty weather that can make one sick and battle with respiratory problems like asthma and flu. The season usually occurs between the end of November and mid-March. Over the period, dry, dusty northern easterly trade winds blow from the Sahara Desert over the West African subregion to the Atlantic Ocean. While the season is part of our natural climate, it poses numerous health challenges, especially for children. Children are particularly vulnerable during Harmattan due to their developing immune systems. They are prone to respiratory problems, dry skin, and hydration. Without precautions, the season can lead to health issues like respiratory infection, cracked lips, and worsening skin condition. And thankfully, staying healthy during Harmattan is achievable with the right approach to food, hydration, and clothing. Some food are also recommended to nourish your skin and keep it away from drying and flaking. Eat one or more of these foods to stay healthy during the Harmattan season. And yes, we are at the season, and for that reason, we have to be very intentional about the food we eat. Yes, like we eat well and we eat so much, and we try as possible as put in our best as possible as we can to make sure that we maintain good eating habit. But then we need to understand that there is time for everything, and for this season there are particular food that you need to eat, and if you don't really eat them so much, then you have to learn to eat them. Hello and welcome to another week, and of course another episode here on Lunch Global. I am Chunk Annamel Joseph, and before we get into it for today, we'll be taking a quick break. We will return shortly. Welcome back from the short break, and if you're just catching us on Lunch Global today, thank you for joining us. And we are going to be looking at those important food that we need to eat to stay healthy during the season. And one thing you need to eat is lots and lots of seafood. Yes, I know that seafood can be very, very expensive, but trust me, they are very, very healthy because of their omega-3 fatty acids. The oil in them, it helps in keeping your skin very hydrated. So kinds of seafood like salmon, mackerel, titus are good for this period. These are oily fishes that are rich in omega-3 fatty acid, which acts as a skin moisturizer by keeping the skin in the right moisture. The fishes are also like an anti-aging recipe, and yes, because it helps to iron out the wrinkles in the skin. It is also good to consume some of these fishes daily during this season to nourish your skin. So should in case you're always big about like meat, like chicken, like turkey, if you find yourself like during this season, try and eat more of fish. There are mackerel fish, there are titus fish, there are so many fish out there in the market, but then you have to make sure that you eat a lot of seafood. There are so many seafood out there. You can decide to just make like even if it's like a fish stew, fish rice with fish, just try and eat more of fish than the regular beef and chicken you eat all the time. And another thing, of course, if you are not a fish lover, you can also go in with avocado. We know that avocado has like lots of vitamins. They are also good in maintaining good skin. They help in giving you this nutrient. They help to nourish your skin. So avocados, they are nutrient filled with vitamin E. They are also natural moisturizer, and that's why even in the salons, when you are in the when you're going for like in the spa and you're going maybe for your body scrubbing or your skin care or your hair treatment, most of the time, there are mixtures that that they always use avocado to mix them, and probably they use them, they can either use them for your skin scrub or for your scalp scrub, or they use it to steam your hair and all of that. And that's because they are very, very rich in with like vitamin E, and it's a natural moisturizer. It also helps keep your skin moisturized and will boost your skin protection against harmful UV rays that can toughen out your skin. So if your skin is you have like a very tight skin, or a very dry skin, and when it gets to this particular season, the skin start flaking. I know a couple of people, you don't even know the oil you should use to cream your body, because even when you use the oil, at the end of this, like, your skin is just, the air is just, and your skin is just absorbing too much, So avocado will now help you. Now you can decide to make your scrub. If you have like a body scrub in your house or in your bathroom, or a body scrub that you love to use, you can use avocado to have like a mixture and try scrub your body with this, and trust me, you thank me later. Next are eggs, because we eat eggs almost every time. We eat them in the morning, probably with our noodles or with our bread. But then eggs are very, very important because they have essential nutrients like vitamin B6, vitamin B12, vitamin D, protein, calcium, and many more. The protein and lutein inside eggs help to regenerate dry skin and also help to keep it hydrated. So to avoid dry skin during this period, at least you need to take an egg per day, preferably boiled egg. Now, because of the egg yolk and then the whites and all of that, so if you want to do the egg, even if it's just one egg, just try and eat it like every day. And I'll also advise you can eat them in the mornings. They are protein, they are good for you to start up your day, and then that thing that you're looking for, that nourishment, that getting your body all hydrated, it will help you in doing that super well. And another thing, again, you can also go in with vegetables. I know oftentimes we talk about vegetables all the time here. Yeah, vegetables are very important. If you're talking about staying healthy, eating the right meal, we can't just skip about vegetables, because there are different vegetables out there that have different roles to play in maintaining a very good health. So you can make your vegetable salad, you can make your stir vegetables. There are so many things you can make with your vegetable. Now, green leafy vegetables are that nutrient filled. These vegetables are filled with vitamin E, vitamin B, and vitamin A, which helps to hydrate your skin and give it protection against harsh weather conditions. This nature's gift to man should always be added to your diet during this season. For people who are not vegetable friendly, that's why there are different options. You can either go in with eggs, you can go in with seafood, you can go in with fruits, you can go in with vegetables. There are lots of options, because if you are not so comfortable about going in with eating the eggs all the time, then you can decide to say, oh, I just want to do vegetables and fruits, and I want to do this or I want to do that, because that's why there are so many options. But if you ask me, all of this thing can be in one plate, and you enjoy it, and then it keeps you well. And I will tell you, you can always go in with vegetable salad, because with vegetable salad, all these things I've mentioned can be in one bowl. You can have your eggs, you can have your seafood in it, you can have your vegetable in it, you can even have the fruits in it. All of these things can just be in a bowl, and we call it bowl of goodness because it has all of these things we're mentioning today. But there are different ways you can decide to recreate your own style, how best you want it, and then how best it works for you. Another thing is fruits. As I mentioned earlier, fruits are very, very good. They help you in so many ways. Hydration, boost your immune system. It helps you maintaining good skin. It has so many vitamins, and because their content of calorie are quite some of them have a low content in calorie, so they are very, very important for you. So you can also go in with fruits like watermelon, carrots, pineapple, because they are very good for the seasons, because they are low in calorie, they contain no fat, and supply significant doses of certain vitamins and minerals. However, carrot is doubly filled with vitamin A, which supports the health of your skin, teeth, and bones as well. Carrots help protect against skin damage caused by ultraviolet rays. To minimize or reduce the effect of the harmattan on your skin, then you have to please take more fruit because they are very important. And for vitamin C, we know that vitamin C is one of the most important vitamins you need during this season. So you can either go with orange if you are like a citrus friendly. You can always go in with orange, lemon, lime, even when you're just drinking your regular water, because it helps boost your immune system to fight possible infections like cold and flu. It also nourishes the skin and helps to improve the healing of wounds. Therefore, you need to eat enough fruits and vegetables rich in vitamin C, like citrus fruit, oranges, tangerines, lemons, and so on and so forth. You also need bell peppers. You know, we have the yellow pepper, we have the red pepper, and we have the green pepper. And of course, you can go in with tomatoes, strawberry. There are so many just fruits out there. You just go in with the one that works for you better. Although it is recommended that you get your vitamins from these fresh sources, you can take vitamin C supplements from time to time. And of course, you can also consult your doctor, especially when it comes to, you know, taking supplements. And I remember on our last episode, like, if you ask me supplements or the real thing, I will always tell you the real thing, because for supplements, it will get to a point where you just have to cut down on it. But when you are eating the right food, you know, it saves you more. These supplements are still made, most of them are made from like natural products, yes, but you know, there are still ways they process it, and they'll have to just add one or two. Let's tell ourselves the truth. But you know, when you're getting it naturally, you know how you want it, you know, you're just eating right, you can combine your supplements and the food together, and then it works perfectly. And again, the one that is most important and you must not skip on that is you have to stay hydrated. Because if you've noticed this particular period, it's like you're getting like a very dry throat, because it has happened to me. And sometimes like, why am I drinking so much water? And because the more you drink water, the more you probably use the restroom, you want to just go free yourself and all of that. And it's one of those things. It's very important that you drink lots and lots of water, because water has always been an essential part of our daily routine. But during Harmattan, consider water as more important. As the weather gets drier, drinking enough water will help you stay hydrated and prevent you from falling sick and dehydrated. Adequate water consumption during this season also keeps your skin glowing. So if you want to have like a very great skin, and you want to really avoid getting all the dry skin, then you have to try your possible best to drink a lot of water. And then some more tips for you. Just as I mentioned earlier, you have to consume omega-3. If you don't want to go in with fish, you can go in with walnut, flax seeds. They also support your skin and they also combat dryness. You can try your best to make sure you enjoy warm meals, like you can go in with a warm soup and porridges, you know, pepper soup, fish, anyone at all that you want. You have to also try and avoid drinking cold water, because you know, the more you drink cold water, you tend to have cough and flu, and then it also affects your health during this season. You have to also wear protective clothes. No much of exposure. Your skin, you know, once your skin is so out, it gets dry. So you have to try and cover well, especially early hours of the mornings and in the evenings. And even in the afternoons, the weather is very hot. You know, the sun is just too hot and it's shining so bright. So try and wear like a very covered clothes. Then you know, you have to layer or use layered clothing such as jackets and hoodie, especially when you're in an environment where the temperature is very cold. You have to also use protection to your face. You know, sometimes we use face masks because of the dust to avoid cough and flu. And also try your best to nourish your moisturize your skin and your lips, because regularly applying moisturizer and lip balm to prevent dry skin, because if you notice, you'll be chapping your lips. Don't worry, I feel that as well. Your lips tend to get very dry, and at the end of the day, you just start chapping them, and it's not good for you, because you end up injuring yourself, and then it ends up making you very uncomfortable. And then try to maintain good hygiene. You have to bathe regularly. You have to wash your hands, because there are people who, you know, sometimes you just tend to sweat this weather. So try as much as possible to wash your hands all the time. You also need to avoid crowded areas, because there are lots of infection. You might just be in a crowded space and someone is just having cough, you know, and before you know it, everybody is just getting affected by it. So you have to try and avoid crowded areas at all times. So these are some of the tips I shared with you, I'm sharing with you, and you have to take note of it, because we are just getting started. You know, the December is still coming, and then we know the weather can get very, very crazy. So you have to look out for yourself. Try and eat right, because you need that. So we're taking a stop here because of time. Thank you for catching up with me today on Launch Global. I am Si Chung and Amel Joseph, and if in case you've missed out today, you can catch up with me on Wednesday at 12:30 here on Global TV.